Alright, you shouldn't play Deadlock. No, this isn't one of those videos of like, you shouldn't play Deadlock because it's so good. Oh my god. No, actually, I do mean that. You shouldn't play it. Now, you guys probably already know these two video games. You know, they're called League of Legends and Dota 2. They're kind of like the most popular video games of all time, pulling statistics out of, trust me, bro. I'm willing to bet you've probably already played those games. Now, I'm here to look into your eyes and ask you, when you play Dota 2, when you play the League of Legends, was that fun? Was that really fun? Because if that's your definition of fun, if those games were good for you, if you play them like healthy, in a healthy way, if you're able to play, casually 30-40 minutes of it and just go to bed sleeping good, even though if you're lost, even though if you lose a game, if you love League of Legends, if you love Dota 2, if you play those games, if you play them healthy, if you still play those games, go ahead, just download Deadlock. You can leave the video now. I don't want to deal with you anymore. To everyone else, you probably remember the crushing feeling that MOBAs have on you. Like, often you lose the game in the first 10 minutes. Someone in your team is feeding like crazy and you know it's over. But then you have to sit through another 30 to 40 minutes of you slowly losing and slowly feeding and slowly dying and slowly being weaker and weaker than your opponent. MOBAs have a very addicting gameplay loop, lanes, minions, towers, then stronger towers, then base defenses, and then you destroy the team's base and then you win or you lose. And they also have this very set structure of like 30-minute matches at the very least, and often 50 minutes, an hour. And Deadlock is just a MOBA. Like it is 3D, it is from Valve, it is super charming, the graphics look cool. I'm not into the whole aesthetic of like demons and candles and rituals and complete the freaking satanic everything. Kind of turns me off quite heavily, but I was willing to pass that to play the game because I really do like Valve. Like Valve, but I mainly like the most recent single player titles from Valve. I love Portal 2, I love playing Half-Life Alyx. I have a VR headset and the game is freaking amazing, guys. There's some things that just Valve can do in a video game. There's a reason why they are as popular as they are, There's a reason why Counter-Strike, Dota 2, Team Fortress 2 probably has like billions of play hours by everyone. Those games are freaking good, they're addictive. But MOBAs are quite specially addictive, The more I look at Valve, the more they kind of prey on gamers' addictions. Counter-Strike, I gave up on buying skins for Counter-Strike and the game completely lost its whole appeal, and I have almost 1,000 hours on Counter-Strike, and if I count my other accounts I have well more than 1,500 hours on Counter-Strike. But once you remove the whole aspect of skins, gold, gambling, the game loses its appeal pretty quickly. I was one of those teenagers who started gambling on websites and losing money on it. I didn't lose a lot, thank God. Thankfully, I didn't lose a lot of money, but I was a teenager and I started gambling just like a lot of other people. This isn't news to anyone. But I decided to continue playing the game and I completely cut myself off from skins. I stopped buying, I stopped opening cases, I stopped everything. And the game loses its appeal so quickly, it's kind of insane. Because Counter-Strike is a lot about skill. It is an esports. It is as old as time. But when you stop to think about it, it's the same freaking game that we have been playing for over 25 years. This game is older than I am, and it hasn't really changed that much. But anyway, this isn't about Counter-Strike. But again, Valve, they do like to hook players with very addictive cycles. So the hook on Counter-Strike is skins. It's gambling. Everybody knows that. The hook of TF2 was that as well, but maybe TF2 was kind of the least egregious of them all. TF2 skins were never quite as big as Counter-Strike, but there's also quite something to be said how that is like the least popular multiplayer game from Valve right now. I mean, aside from Artifact, obviously. And then you have Dota 2. Like, I don't think Dota 2 and League of Legends need introduction. These are the most addictive cycles ever created by humankind ever in video games. They're probably right there in the addiction level with crack and cocaine. Like, it doesn't take much to be able to understand why these games are so freaking addictive. Like, Dota 2 has 127 heroes right now and over 200 items on the shop. League of Legends has over 172 champions and over 150 items on the shop. You do quick math and you understand there are literally millions and millions of interactions that can happen in this game. And when you are playing with 9 other people, in the case of Deadlock, 11 other people, it can feel very freaking good to be the one guy carrying the game, to be the one guy who was fed and now kills everyone for fun with 3 mouse clicks. It is very addictive. It feels like you have power over these people, and it really does feel powerful when you carry your team to a victory. The problem is statistically, that won't be every game. And even if it was, another 9 or 11 people are suffering on the other side. I mean, your teammates might not be suffering, but you get the point. Often what happens is you get a high from a very good game where you carry, you are fed, and you are freaking awesome. And then you have to deal with dozens and dozens of other games where someone else is having the time of their lives and you're just clicking respawn until the game ends. As mentioned, often the game is decided in the first few minutes, and then you're kind of just pushing things on for another half an hour just so you can lose. Like, I'm the kind of person who easily gets addicted to these sorts of games. Like, I know it. I've played League of Legends, I was addicted to it. I've played Dota 2, I was addicted to it. I made a vow that I wouldn't play those games anymore so I would be able to stop. And then I started playing Strife, which was a League of Legends clone back in the... It was released in 2015. It was a League of Legends clone. And I have almost 1,000 hours on that. So I vowed not to play Dota 2 and League of Legends and went to play a clone. These games are really addictive. Like, if you played it, you know. And I really thought, like, oh my gosh, it's getting dark. Let me turn on the lights. Anyway, as I was saying, if you played these games, you know how addictive they are. And I really thought Deadlock was something different. You know, third person, heroes, abilities, it kind of sounds like Overwatch. And I've really played a lot of Overwatch, but I cannot get addicted to Overwatch. The entire structure is very different. Like, the matches that... The average match takes like 20 minutes, which is a way healthier amount of time to play a match for and to win or lose. And I don't know, the gameplay loop, it doesn't feel that addictive because your character doesn't change as much. Like, you of course get ult charge and become more powerful for a single battle when you have your ultimate. But aside from that, like, MOBAs have this investment. You become stronger and stronger throughout the match as you level up your hero and you buy more items. Like, when you're at the end game, it feels like you fought really hard to build all of that power. And to lose after you fought for an hour to be able to get to that point feels so crushing. And that is when you get to the mentality of just one more game. And when you're losing and you're playing ranked, you want to recoup your losses. It's really, really an addiction cycle that, I mean, if you played, you know. And Deadlock, when you take out all of the new crazy things that Valve are doing with MOBAs, all of the new innovations and all of the lighting and all of the characters and all of the abilities and all of the things that it is different, the addiction loop is the exact same of any other MOBA. Like, I played the game for 2 hours and then I stopped and I uninstalled because the whole ritual and mystical vibe wasn't really turn off for me. But something clicked. Just 2 hours, and it was enough to make me really want to go back to it. And when I installed it again, I played like 18 hours in 2 or 3 days. And when I was there, when I was playing the game, and after I won a match, and after I got that dopamine high, it finally dawned on me, like, this is just Dota 2 or League of Legends Redux, brand new. The cycle was really just the same. It was actually a match that we're actually able to come back a little bit from. And the feeling, the high was so good because as I said, normally you don't really come back on MOBAs. You usually like start losing and you just lose for another 30 minutes. We were actually able to come back in a match, and that high, that feeling, it was kind of like an addict taking a hit out of a drug and knowing that it was so good and knowing that there was no other game that was able to give me that. And I knew that if I continued, I'll clock in 100, 200, 300, 500 hours on this thing easily. So I uninstalled. I have been clean from Deadlock for like 2 weeks, and I think about playing it all the time. I really do. Like right now, I kind of just want to install it again and play it. But I won't, because at least for myself, I know how these games aren't good for me. How they often wreck all other aspects of your life. Because you don't want to spend time with your loved ones. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to do anything else. You kind of just, every free time that you have, just playing that game will give you more dopamine and more reward than anything else. So why do anything else? It's the exact, it's textbook addiction. It's textbook addiction. That's when in the gaming world, there's nothing quite like a MOBA. If you don't have the personality type to get addicted to it, thank the Lord and don't even try. I don't think you shouldn't play Deadlock because the game is bad or because of the mystical elements of it. Just because I don't like it, who cares? You know, I'm a freaking snowflake. You probably, nobody else cares about that. But it is that same. That's really the purpose of this video. It's the exact same addiction loop from Dota 2 and League of Legends. 3 lanes, towers, minions, kill them, get money, get stronger, level up your character, level up your ultimate, buy items, watch guides on YouTube about the best items and the best builds to get, scream at your teammates on voice chat if someone's doing something stupid, get a dopamine high if you win, feel like garbage if you lose. So my advice, don't do it. Don't go down that rabbit hole. You're probably already an adult. Like, you're probably not a kid anymore. You probably have other things to do. And even if you're a kid, like, will this really push your life forward? Like, it's an upcoming game. It will probably be huge. Like, I have no doubt about it. It will probably have an esports scene. And you probably be delusional about thinking, maybe I can go pro, maybe I can be really good at it, even though you know that only 0.001% of players are actually going to make a money out of this thing. I'm pretty sure this game will be just Dota 2 on steroids and will be very successful, but you shouldn't play it. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to tell me in the comments all the ways in which I'm wrong. I'd love to hear it. I know this is a very unpopular opinion, and I kind of enjoy posting unpopular opinions. So yeah,